fight team, and he's really king of the hill over there. So it's it's all his top fighters, even the ones that are main eventers, really take a back seat to Steve's skill and power. So you really fought the best CMMA had to offer, just about.
Well, that makes you feel great. A lot of guys said afterwards that he had really heavy hands, and that he pushes people around. And people told me before the fight. I even asked Shannon, how he thought, what he thought was going to happen, and he kind of bowed his head a little bit. He's like, I can't tell you that. He's like, he didn't want to tell me that he thought Steve was going to run me over. And the big guy that you had in there last week too, who got his nose broken.
Jason Gibb.
He fought
Chris Gideon.
Whatever McGraw's first name was, I don't know.
Right.
But he told me too. He said that Steve was really, really tough and didn't want to look me in the eye and tell me he thought that Steve was going to completely lay me out, and I didn't have the chance. So.
No, Steve never thought that. Steve thought he had a tough fight on his hands.
That it was impressive because Steve was really tough, and that I had put on a show. And honestly, if we win or lose in that one, it's good exposure for me because everybody came to see Steve. Now the Steve show, that whole place went apeshit. No, I can't say that.
Yes, you can. We're on the internet, buddy. You can say whatever you want.
Okay. I'm like, oh, geez, hit the X button. Everybody said that was really good, that they were impressed with that. So that was exciting for me. You never know what kind of level you're really fighting when you go in, because promoters, sometimes will tell you different things, and depending on if you're fighting one of their guys or what they really want to happen, it's so iffy walking into the ring whether or not somebody is hiding something from you, and they're the ringer, and you're just in there to get your ass handed to you. So it was good to hear that he was really good, and that I held my own, as opposed to hold your own against chumps. So
absolutely.
Well, Steve was worried about the fight beforehand. He didn't expect to walk through you. He thought this was the fight he was going to have, and the fight that you proved to was going to be a good one.
If you listen to the podcast on the Ground and Pound show on riverfrontradio.com from the past 2 week shows, you will hear me talking about you and how that the one thing that I was really proud of is that Steve took on a real opponent. And a lot of promoters won't take on somebody who has the potential of beating them. And I was saying for the past 2 weeks, this guy has a lot of potential. Because from the time he walked in the ring with Shannon, I'm like, strong, smooth, technical. I mean, you're going to be a tough opponent for anybody who steps in the ring with you.
Yeah, and I had no idea what Steve wanted either. He called me out of the blue, and he says, I want to do a show, and I want you to fight me. And I was thinking, what the heck's wrong with you? What do you know that I don't know? I thought maybe he just saw me fight Shannon and thought that maybe I was a chump. And then I thought, well, he asked me to lose that weight. And the minute I came to the fight with Shannon, I was tired. I got out of shape, and I hit the ring, and I'm already tired. So my game plan was to get in there, get him down, and keep him there without exhausting myself so I didn't get beaten up being tired. And I thought, losing all that weight, I'm going to come in shape and ready to go, and he doesn't know what's coming for him. But he knew. I asked him after the fight why he asked me to fight him, and he said, because I knew you'd come ready to fight. And, I'm getting up there in years, and I don't want chumps. I want people that are going to push me, and I can look back and go, I did it, and I fought guys that were good. So I've given him props numerous times, personally, and I'll say it again on the air, that guy is one hell of a dude to take a fight in his hometown, in front of people, his first one in forever, and pick a guy that, because he wants a chance of losing, he wants to be able to pull out the other end and really compete, and it means something when he wins. So love Steve to death and can't wait to meet him again and find some more shows for him.
Yeah, this is Jim, and he told me the same thing, that he took that fight because it was going to be a tough one, and I was impressed too that he stepped up and he's putting himself out there in front of all his students and at his show, and did pick a tough opponent instead of a chump. And Steve's not about that, and he did give me a lot of props about you beforehand, and he was looking for a tough fight out of you, and you brought it. You gave him exactly what he wanted, a tough fight.
Jason, are you out of a camp, or are you independent?
I'm pretty independent. I used to train, you guys are probably familiar, I know Berger is, of course he's out there, with Nashville MMA.
Okay.
And I had my first fight, as a matter of fact, at Alfred Bowski's back in '05. And Berger was the ref, and we had the same ring announcer as this last fight, which threw me off that I walk in.
Tony Beyond it. I was one of the judges on that one too.
You were one of the judges, Jay? Yeah, Jay D'Amato here.
I was your referee this last fight there, but I was one of the judges on that fight.
at Al Herbowski's.
Do you remember that fight?
I'm starting to, now that you mentioned it there, because I remember Steve Berger was refereeing, and I remember the night there, but sometimes you get confused with all the fights. I have to think about it, but I'm sure I'll remember in a little bit.
You really remember it if you saw the video. I was the guy that came out. My name was a Music City Bastard, and they didn't want to say it. The ring announcer didn't want to say it because he said it's a family show, and my camp persisted and said that was the only thing I'd come out to, so he did it. It's the only time I've ever been able to do it. But I like Man Bear Pig better anyway, though, so it's okay.
I'm totally serial, dude.
Now, are you going to come out to different South Park names each time, or are you going to stick with Man Bear Pig?
Pig is the one. I love it. It's forever. And you are,
It fits me, and
yes.
I've already started talking to people about doing some sort of an MVP, Man Bear Pig kind of hats or some shirts that I can give out at shows just to make it a little more fun for people as well.
I think that's a great idea. I think that's a really great idea. Jason, if you're ever in the St. Louis area on a Wednesday night, we want to have you come in live. But you are welcome to call in anytime. And just, again, I hope you'll be fighting in the area. Because when this next fight where you're taking on the Giant, where's that one going to be?
It's in Columbia. It's out here in Tennessee.
Okay.
The guy's gym that I teach out of, he likes to promote Pencil Life Fight at his show, so he can bring in some people for it. So it's a long way away from St. Louis. But again, I want to do the Harris thing on the 20th of June. And as I know more about that, of course, I'll call in and let you guys know, and we can get some people out to support Man Bear Pig, man. That would be awesome.
Well, I'll be one of your judges there. He already asked me to be a judge for that fight, so I will definitely be down there for that too.
All right.
Cool. Gentlemen, thanks a lot for having me on. I look forward to talking to you guys and seeing you again soon, and have a great rest of the night.
Good luck with your fight this weekend.
Yeah, Jason, call us up next week. Just give us a quick update if you got time next week. We'll talk for 5 minutes and see how your big fight went.
I'll do it. Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, guys.
Thanks, Jay.
Take care.
Take care.
All right. What a cool guy. Back to you, James Marino.
Man, I tell you what, that guy's name is awesome.
Isn't it? And
That's
he's
it.
awesome. I mean, he really is.
That was a great
because
fight. That was an
he brings
amazing fight.
character, skills, and so much heart to the game. I mean, yeah, you saw him fight Steve Knogle this weekend, and you got to have heart to go
Oh,
through
yeah.
rounds with that guy.
God.
That guy, he's a bruiser. He's a
Oh,
total
God.
bruiser. That was really great to see Steve fight, and our shout out to Steve Knogle, who's a co-host here. Was actually going to be out here tonight, but couldn't make it. He's going to be out here next week. So,
Yeah,
really cool.
Actually spoke with Steve earlier today, and he said he said he's just got a lot to get a lot to do, a lot going on that he's got to get taken care of. And,
Yeah.
I mean,
That's rough.
He had a lot of work. He had a lot of work last week. I mean, the man worked incredibly hard, and I can't say enough about that card. Hands down, the best card in the St. Louis area I've ever seen.
Me too. Yeah, it really was. It was
That was
fantastic.
amazing.
Yeah, hats off to Scott Smalley and Steve Knogle. Steve Knogle being the matchmaker. Kevin, you've got a fight coming up this weekend, and it's the co-main event. Can you tell us about your opponent and what you're going to do, and where do you fight out of?
I'm an independent fighter.
Okay.
I fight out of Missouri. I believe the guy's name is Demetrius Joyner.
Now this is the one, James, you said don't blink when you're watching this fight, right? This is going to be the big. This is going to be a great fight.
This is going to be, I believe, a stand-up banger. This is going to be one of those that.
That's what I want.
All right.
Stand-up fight.
It's going to be exciting. Both of these guys have got solid jaws, solid shins, and they like to stand and go. So
It's the best way for the show. Stand it up and go punch for punch and just go at it.
Makes for a really
Yeah,
exciting
it makes
fight.
it, I like it that way. I'm not down, I just stand.
he revealed something to me in the little room over here.
Was that when you were having your own little MMA battle over
Yeah,
there?
we were having a little MMA match over there. He kind of worked me over pretty good.
Yeah, because I saw he was on top actually when I opened the door. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I just wanted to test him because he really talks about how he doesn't like the ground at all. I just wanted to see exactly how comfortable he was. He seems actually pretty comfortable on the ground.
Can't give all your secrets out now.
Hey, you're right, man, and we're not asking because you got a fight coming up this weekend. And, we try not to get too personal when we have fighters on here because we don't want you to give away your game. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it straight up, stand up. Let's hope for the same guy, if he wants to stand up, let's stand toe to toe, and let's do it.
We're